What is a phrase you hate hearing from people? That's nothing. When I tell them something only for them to turn it onto a competition and say something worse that happened to them. In these trying times, we've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. Your English is so good. Thank you. I was born in Australia and English is literally my first language. My standard response these days is oh thank you. Yours too. Edit to add, I still live in Australia. I'm a barista and see a lot of people, some of whom see fit to comment on how I speak. It's not as bad as it used to be when I was a waitress in an Italian restaurant. Now I probably only get it a few times a year. I get more people saying hello to me in the Mandarin, which I definitely do not speak. So I usually respond in Italian. I've also been told I make good coffee for an Asian, which is great. But she's your mother. Yep. Well, she should have acted like one. Your opinion on that doesn't count because you don't have children. I like Bill Burr's answer to that. He's not a helicopter pilot, but if he saw Chopper in a tree he'd be able to claim that the pilot fucked up. Edit. Turns out it was Steve Hofstetter. There's no such word as can't. Try striking a match on a bar of soap and tell me that again. Edit. The Star Wars debate is everything I could have wanted. Also, Tay for the awards. Customer is always right. Wow, impressed by the responses. Yes, it is definitely not used in full and leaves the customer feeling entitled. Let's ride the wave. Use code BROAD in the item shop. It's a prank, bro. Why are you so quiet? At any sort of conference, gathering, presentation. How are you all doing today? Come on. I know you can answer louder than that. How are you all doing today? Instant resentment every time. We're all in this together. Only do the job you love. My bills aren't going to be paid on their own if I can't find a job I love. Money can't buy happiness, but I could live hell of a lot more stress-free and comfortable. Which would make me happy. Don't hate the player. Hate the game. Bullshit. I love Scrabble. It is your dumbass challenging every word which ruins the experience for me. You know who you are. This thread is very useful for developing your social skills. You know that, right? I don't know who needs to hear this. Only God can judge me. If you can't handle me at my worst. Edit. Reddit specific phrases. Thanks for the gold. Good sir, or any iteration of that. RIP my inbox. Translated to English. A goat doesn't understand soup. This phrase is Turkish and used whenever you disagree with someone else's taste. Yes. I fucking hate it. What are you doing in my house? Sorry, not sorry. It's like a cowardly and less respectable way of saying LMAO, fuck your opinion. At my work, upper management has started using the word activate a lot. As in, we are working on plans to activate underutilized spaces. And let's activate a few other teams on this. It just sounds silly to me and like they are trying too hard to avoid using simple, perfectly adequate language. They're your family. You have to love them. New normal. It's just been so overused. It could be worse. Others have it worse. My parents said this to me after our 12-year dog got diagnosed with a heart disease that will most likely kill him in a year or two, maybe less if he has another episode where his heart stops and he stops breathing. Obviously others have it worse. There will always be someone whose pet is in a worse condition. When this is said in context to life in general, it's the same. Someone will always have it worse. But that doesn't mean I should stop feeling the way I do out of pity for some random person I've never heard of. When you have your own children, you'll understand. I've heard it from people who don't understand that I want nothing more than my own family, but being pregnant will kill me. And when I bring up adoption as a valid way of having childs, they'll buckle down on that phrase as to say adopted kids are not the same. It's disheartening to hear as a formal foster child and has reinforced my belief that no one really saw me as enough. Why would you say that to someone? All kids are the same and those without kids shouldn't be dismissed. Edit. Everyone who commented. I love you all. And now you're part of my family. Thank you for your kind words. Why don't you smile more? You have it easy. Back in my day, I always had to. You have no idea how hard it was back then. Jobs were easy to find and etc. Let that sink in. IDKY. It just irks me and makes me think you don't fully believe in your argument. Preggers. Ugh. Someone saying to a teenager, these are the best years of your life. I am in my mid-40s now and most people my age remember high school as horrible and awkward. The more appropriate thing to say is hang in there, kid. I promise life gets better. Just get through adolescence the best you can. We're a family here. Smiling face. Billion-dollar megacorp. Well. That's life. Not that it's always bad. But it seems like it is sometimes used as a way to be dismissive rather than sympathetic when somebody is having a hard time. And that's a icy cold move to make him out. Edit. Wow. That's a lot of upvotes. Didn't expect it. But thanks for all the karma points. Redditors, first time I've gotten into the four figures with that. I could care less. That implies that they could care less than they do. The correct phrase is I couldn't care less. We want to give you room to grow. Regarding salary. My dog is called Romeo and every time I tell someone his name I always get to hear has he met his Juliet yet? And after 9 years of jiggling moms I can't hear it anymore. We're all in this together. Hate is a strong word. Fuck you. Maybe I feel strongly about my hatred of that person thing. You should be like. I hate when people comparing me to someone. It's all in God's plan. At work, haven't seen you in a while. Where you been? Working here 40 miserable hours a week. Edit. Also, did you get a haircut? Every time I shave my head from Costanza to Simpson. I have friend that hates phrase it is what it is. Which is my favorite saying. So I'm mindful not to say it as much talking to him. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. That's gonna be some shitty lemonade. Age is just a number, it's not, it could get you arrested. No offense, but we're laughing with you. Not at you. Unless you're laughing too, they're just lying right to your face. Low-key. And then they proceed to say something that in no way is low-key. I low-key like Nikes when they own nothing but Nike. When are you going to have kids? Who on earth are you to not only insist I should stop and redirect my whole life for kids, but then put me on the spot and make up a timetable to change my whole life? Not everyone wants kids. Any variant of I do my own research or do your own research. We're all a little autistic. No. I assure you. We are all not. Your appeal has been denied. See? It wasn't that bad. I'm going through CBT and when people say that after I've exposed myself to something really difficult, it just feels like they undermine how much effort and energy that took for me. When customers say don't work too hard. What the hell is the point of saying that? Come on. It was just a joke. God has a plan or it happened for a reason. I lost my daughter when I was 36 weeks in because of a sudden placental abruption followed by uterine rupture. Lost 2 liters of blood. I can't carry again without risking the child or myself. And I had to listen to a variety of phrases that made me want to hit those people. Those two were the worst. Followed by, You can try again, or did you get the child baptized? Got this one only once though. If I can do it, anyone can. As a cashier, the most common statement from customers when they hand you money is, "I just printed that." And then they smile or chuckle as if they're the one who came up with that cute little joke. Then I'll laugh. Not because I think they're funny, but because it's funny how often I hear that goofy statement. When I was 16 and I told people I don't want kids, you'll change your mind. Me at 33 and tell people I still don't want kids, you'll never find a husband, or your biological clock is ticking. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. No. It very often makes you weaker. Wake up, it's time for school. One day you'll need me. Like TF. Who told you I will fail in life enough to need you so much? I'm sorry you feel that way. Act your age. I did not live this long just to be forced to act like a boring piece of crap. Edit. Thanks for all the upvotes. This 17-year-old little girl thanks you. Hubby. IDKY. If you've done nothing wrong, then you have nothing to hide. Fuck off. Privacy exists for a reason and we're all entitled to it. There's nothing wrong with me taking a shit, but do you think I should share that experience with everyone? Did I ask? In the comments section. Like, did I ask if you asked? I can't find something. It will be somewhere. Obviously IT will be somewhere. I didn't think IT left the physical plane. Are you pregnant? I've gotten this question by bosses, co-workers, family, which includes my niece. I don't even look pregnant, but whatever. When I find something and someone say it's always in the last place you look. Like, no shit. Who looks in more places once they found the thing? Oh, wait until you are my age, then the health issues really start showing up. Bitch, you are healthier than me at 55. People don't understand chronic pain. Or how much you gotta limit yourself due to these stuff. Hearing I'll just get worse and worse is the last thing I need to cope with this shit. But before we get into the video, your intro has lasted 2 minutes. Just fucking start. That's just who I am. Often combined with deal with it. And often used by people who are assholes. That's not a reason. That's an excuse. Behavior can improve. You choose not to. Boss babe and side hustle ugh.